What's going on, guys? We're here with the WL Toys 6969 128 scale RC drift car. I'm going to tell you, I wasn't going to do a video on this car, but I got it on a deal on Amazon for $50, and I'm pretty darn impressed. So I watched a bunch of other YouTube videos, and they compared this thing to a Mini Z by Kyosho, which is a very expensive, high quality micro RC car. Kyosho's come in two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. This one is all-wheel drive, shaft driven. It's man, I'm pretty impressed with it for a little tiny micro RC car. Look, it's even got a metal chassis, so this thing is really cool, and it does drive really good. So it has some very good driving characteristics. It's got some good power. It's very much like the Mini Z, and it's got a bunch of aftermarket parts you can get for it. The company that makes it makes several other models in the scale as well. So there's other types of tires. There's aftermarket suspension, all the little aluminum doodads that you can want to stick on something like this, as well as some performance things we'll get into in a minute. But first, let's take a look at it. So we've got it's a 128 scale, kind of like a Porsche. It's got some rally livery on there. You can see it's got some some decals or some embossements there with Fast and Furious, or Furious and Fast, whichever way you read it. And yeah, it's got like some Monte Carlo rally type decals on it. So nice design. It sits nice and low to the ground. It's got a 98.6 millimeter wheelbase. And inside, it's got some decent electronics. It's got a 3S, I think, 2S, 7.4 volt. I think it's like a 500 or 600 milliamp battery, and a 190 millimeter brushed motor, which gives plenty of torque. This thing is so torquey, it'll sit there and just do donuts if you just lean on the throttle. Let's power it on. It's got an on-off switch on the side of the receiver, and we'll take a look at the transmitter while we do that. So here's the transmitter. It kind of reminds me of one of the old Spectrum transmitters. It's a little bit bulky, but turn it on, and it's actually pretty responsive. So it's got good response. There's no lag in it. Let's see. We turn it that way, and you can see the tires. Got pretty decent tire angle. And this one is set all the way up, so it's on the highest notch on the servo. So if we wanted to get any more travel on the steering, we'd have to go with a bigger servo horn. But that's stock, and that's pretty decent. And then the throttle. Ooh, yeah, she's peppy. Yep, definitely. She drifts really cool. I've been playing with it on the floor for a while now, so it's a lot of fun to play with. Let me turn her off so we don't forget to turn her off. And we're gonna, you know what? Let's open it up and turn it off. We'll show you the inside. So we'll take a look at the innards. Since we took a look at the outside, now let's see what's in here. Little body pins. Okay, so inside the car, we'll set it back down, and we can take a look at it, because you can pretty much see everything from the sides. You got your steering servo right there. That's the motor, and then you've got your receiver. It looks like, what is that? The receiver? Oh no, that's the what we got there? That's the motor cable. That's just the motor cable and a shield for the motor. Up here is the ESC and the receiver, and you can see where your battery is a JST connection. And we looked at that before. I guess we can pop this off and we can look at the battery. Let's take the battery out. Ooh, not at all. I can get the battery. I kind of twisted the battery in here so it would stay. There you go. And there we have the battery. Ooh, am I holding it right? Let's see. This way. That's the battery it comes with. The JST connection. And it is a it doesn't say what it is on it. Oh, here we go. Goodness day, how do they expect you to read that? They got some really tiny print on the sucker. 7.4 volt, 20C, 400 milliamp. So it's a 20C, 400 milliamp, 2S battery. Not bad. It makes the car go for about 30 minutes. I'm going to put that back in while we talk a second. And one cool thing that I really liked about this car was that you go online, and there are just an abundance of aftermarket parts for it. Um, we'll take a look at those right now, and some of them are actually going to add a lot of performance to the car, which will even make it more competitive, because the ones I saw in the videos that I was watching, everybody's running these things stock, so they weren't really modifying them much, and they were keeping up with the Mini Zs just fine. So I've got some small performance modifications that we can do that will hopefully increase our performance. If I can get this battery back now. All right, we'll let that go for a minute. Anyway, let's take a look at some of these aftermarket parts. So I picked up for $20 on Amazon. For 20 bucks, I got a nice selection of all these anodized parts, all for $20. I'll drop a link in the video below, but we got some shock towers. We got all the casters, 2 sets, front and rear. We got the shocks and a bag of screws. And it even came with a pair of drive shafts. I'll probably put these in the rear. I'll probably put the metal drive shafts in the rear. The car does come with a different set of gears, so you can change the gearing of the car to get it to perform on whatever surface you're on. So that's good to know. This is what I was after. So this car does not have any kind of adjustable turnbuckles or links or anything like that. So there's no way to really adjust your cant or your toe on your tires. This is what I wanted. So this is going to give us the opportunity to do that. And I'm hoping that these shocks are a little more plush than these. These are pretty rigid. I want something a little softer, and hopefully get it to slide really good, because it slides okay. If it had a gyro, it might slide better, but for what it is, $50 introductory car to the 128 scale, man, it really it really drives really good. So I highly recommend it, guys. If you have an opportunity to check it out, it's a great addition to anybody's RC collection, as well as a great 128 scale. Put it on backwards. There we go. Yeah, the body, again, it's a small car, so you got to be somewhat patient with it. It's not as easy as the big cars sometimes. There we go. Once you get it to sit down, there you go. There she is. Once you get the body, looks good. I'm sure you can get another body for it. I'm sure. Again, you can research what bodies you can get with this wheelbase to kind of match it and keep it scale. But guys, thanks for watching. Check it out. I'm going to put up another video with some of these mods and some before and after driving footage, so we can see how it drove before the mods, how it drives after the mods. But yeah, guys, if you're interested in the 28 scale stuff and don't want to spend $250 on a Mini Z, this might be the ticket. I would check it out. This might be the Mini Z killer. I don't know. We'll find out. But tune in, subscribe, like, share, hit the notifications bell. Thank you for watching.